Hi there. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, the struggles of life just keep on piling on for you? Think of that. I want to share something with you. I want to bring you into a secret. First, I want you to know that you are not alone. Millions are silently fighting their own battles, that being anxiety, depression, financial pressure, professional fallouts, disappointments in each and every area of their lives, broken relationship, feeling guilty, and the list keeps on going. For many, it feels like they're constantly trading water, as maybe you are, barely staying afloat. But what if I told you that real peace, deep, lasting peace, can be closer than you think? The breakthrough you have been longing for, as that man, the rich man in the scriptures, who was longing for water, a drop of water. So he asked Father Abraham to send Lazarus across with just a drop of water. I want to tell you that that dream that you've been longing, that peace, is not a distant future anymore. It is right here, right now. I get it. Yes, I do. Because I have been there. I know what it's like to feel like you have done everything and you're doing everything right. Praying, serving, being faithful. Yet behind the scene, life is still a storm. Struggling to make ends meet. Frustrated with each and every aspect of your life. Feeling confused. I have been there. I experienced it. I was leading prayers, serving and volunteering my time in the church and so in my community. I was faithful in my tithe. I was prayed on. And everything else that you could do as a Christian happened to me. But deep down inside, even though I appear as if I was contained, I was falling apart, struggling to keep things together. My mind was going in 200 miles an hour. I was frustrated, angry, and I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what to do. Maybe you are feeling the same today, and maybe a little bit lesser than I had. But the feeling is mutual. You have been praying constantly, but life keeps pushing back. You've been tithing, but life doesn't give you that which you are looking for. You keep asking yourself, why isn't this working for me? And maybe you have come to this very common conclusion that many comes to, and where you say, maybe it is not God's plan or God's will for me to succeed nor prosper in this area. I got news for you. I wish somebody had that news for me then. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, God knows the plans He has for you, the plans to prosper and give you hope, not to harm you. So don't settle for anything less. Don't compromise your joy for your misery. Don't compromise your freedom for your pain. It's not the time to compromise. You might not know how to go about it, but now you know. What if I tell you that Apostle Paul foresaw this very issue of struggle? And therefore, when he said, fight the good fight of the faith, he wasn't talking about endless battles. He was actually pointing out to a way to thrive despite the struggles. This he further emphasizes in his second letters to the Corinthians, when he says, we are pressed in every side, but not crushed. The key is not to be crushed. And today you might be faced challenges. You might be pressed in each and every side by circumstances, demand of life. I encouraging you. You cannot allow to be crushed. In fact, the challenges you are facing are not obstacles. They are road signs guiding you to victory, only if you know how to read them. That's a reason why I created this 5-step to fight the good fight of the faith, to equip you with what I wish I had it back then, or somebody shared with me, because I would have gone through those challenges in a more meaningful manner than I did. I wouldn't have suffered the pain I suffered if I knew what I'm sharing with you today. But regardless, I know how to deal with each and every pain, every challenge that comes before me. I thrive through them. I am no longer a victim of those circumstances. Imagine finally breaking free from the cycle of confusion and frustration. Imagine being able to embrace challenges and transform them into life-fulfilling moments and opportunities, where you rise to be triumphant, where you go through them victoriously, where you find yourself on the other side of the road. During this 5-day webinar, you will learn how to reclaim the victorious life God has always intended for you, using a simple but powerful 3-step process. I call it 3 I's: idealization, introduction, and iteration. Iterate. Here is what you will discover in day 1. You learn how to reflect on your personal battles, because knowing your battles is the first step to fighting a good fight. And from there, you will discover the signs along the way that guides you to where you need to go. And day 2, you will learn how to transform your challenges, or any challenges you face, into a good fight, aligned to that which you wish or intend to achieve, which is consistent with God's plan for you. So you will learn how to discover that God's plan, unravel it for your personal life. Day 3, together we'll turn these good fights into fight of faith, which means measurable and actionable things. And on day 4, you will unlock the power, I'm just so happy, of taking on eternal life, which is the secret to overcome every challenge that you're facing. And on the day 5th, which is the last day of this webinar, you will learn how to create that victorious future. We'll work together in crafting your victorious future and learn to recreate it so that in distance, present time, you can meet it, embrace it, experience it with joy. Now, I want to be honest with you. It's very important. This isn't just another webinar. It's not a revival meeting that you've gone before. It's not anything else like that. This is a chance to transform your spiritual life and emotional experiences and your mental well-being in order to create a life you seek to experience. You have already prayed for quite some time. You have already done all the right things as a Christian. It's time now to act, to take your prayer the next mile, so that you can experience the life you've always prayed for. The longer you wait, the more these struggles will continue to weigh you down. This is your moment to finally take charge of your life. It is important. At some point, we're told you have to stop drinking milk and eat meat because you're an adult. This is that moment where we're transforming you from a milk where things are given to you in simple bites. Now you are given them in fullness, so you can actually achieve the fullness of life that you have always wanted to have. That life that you said it's important to you, it is time. And today, the mission is simple. Join me and unlock this proven 5-step process to transform your life. It's time to stop surviving and start thriving in your faith and your life as a whole. It's simple. How you say, how am I going to do this? I want to do this right now. It's simple. I've made it very simple and easy for you. You just have to click the link below. You'll find 2 packages. One is a basic, one is a VIP experience. Choose the package that you feel comfortable with. And join me in fighting the good fight of faith and claim the abundance life that God has promised you all along. For he says, I know the plans I have for you, the plans to prosper you. Remember, this is your chance to finally break free from the struggles that have held you back for so long. But don't wait. Early bird pricing that I have there, you will find it, is limited, and so is space, because this is the hands-on webinar. So it takes, I cannot have so many people in order for me to commit enough time to answer questions, direct and guide. It's time for you to come and fight the good fight and create the life you want so that you can live life more meaningful, manner, and fullness of joy. I look forward to see you in the class. But if you're not going to be there, I just want to let you know, for you to show up here, I've sent a gift for you. It is already on your inbox. Verify your email, and if you found that you have entered an email that was not correct, make sure you provided correct email so you can get your free gift that is intended for you in order to embark meaningfully in this journey before you. I am so excited, and I look forward to see you on the other side where life meets transformation. See you then.